welcome to the video. So today it will just be me. I'm gonna change out the radiator on this. That's all I'm gonna do today. Change out the radiator. Maybe I won't even finish because it's getting dark, but I'm at least gonna start it. While I was rolling the car up, I noticed that when we changed the fuel pump, I guess something didn't clamp on right or something, but now right now whenever I turn on the switch, it just starts spraying out gas in the back, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I'm not gonna attempt to turn it on right anymore. I'm just gonna change out the radiator. That's it for right now. All right, and we'll figure out what's wrong back there later. Okay guys, so in order to take this off, we're going to have to take off the top hose, this bottom hose that's connected to the radiator, this little hose, which I think is the breather, for the reservoir, I'm sorry, and these bolts that are right here. There's 4 of them. There's 1, 2 at the top, and then 2 at the bottom. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do right now. Oh, keep in mind that when you take the bottom radiator hose out, you want to have a pan down here just to catch everything, so you won't mess up your cement or whatever you have. So for this top hose, I need an 8mm socket, and for this clamp, we're gonna need a Phillips screwdriver. There's nothing in there. All right. Now I'm going to go to the bottom. So this is the bottom hose that we're going to try and take off. So the easier you can maneuver it around here is better. You got a drain plug here too, so yeah, that's what I meant by it draining a lot. Also guys, I did let the car cool down for about 20 minutes, because if not, it would be burning hot. So if you ever are to change this out, make sure you let the car cool down before you take out the bottom radiator hose or the drain plug from the radiator. So these bolts in here, since this car doesn't have a front fender, it's gonna be easier for me to do it. But if you can't get in through the front, which it'd be this bottom one right here, and then this top one right here. If you can't get in through the front, there's and you're working on this car, most of them have the air filter here, the housing. Just take that off and it'll be way easier. But yeah, and don't worry about the fan or the cover. The cover comes up with the radiator and the fan just stays in there. The cover is just half of the fan, so there's no bottom part to it. So here's one bolt, and I'm going to go ahead and take out the bottom. What am I doing? Hold up. If you have power tools, use them. It makes your life easier. There's two on this side, and then there's two. Oh shit, one of them was missing. Okay, so I need to find a bolt for that one, but radiator should be able to just slide out. Let's see if it works. There we go. So this is the radiator. This is what I meant by the cover coming off with it. We have to take it off from right here. There's two bolts, that's screws. But all in all, this radiator was pretty good. It wasn't too rusted inside. I mean, for a 40-year-old car, it was pretty good. But let me show you the new radiator. Okay guys, so this right here is the new radiator. As you can see, it's got the latches on so we can put the cover on this one. And if you are gonna buy a radiator, make sure you do your research, because they sell these radiators that'll fit the Datsun, but the drain plug is on the one side. On the 280ZX, the drain plug's in the middle. So you can see this right here. Drain plug is in the middle. And these lines, I'm pretty sure they're for automatic transmission fluid, but since this isn't an automatic car, then we don't need them. So we could just leave these little plugs on it, and that's it. Other than that, I'm pretty sure it's just, like I said, plug and play. So we're basically gonna do everything in reverse. Also guys, I forgot to mention, when you buy these, the drain plug comes separately. It's not plugged in. So just make sure you plug it in, and before you do anything else, just make sure you plug it in. Stop it. Where it's hitting. See what we gotta cut. Okay, so guys, like everything, when you don't buy OEM parts, it's not lining up, right? So we already have this radiator. We'll probably just modify the part, not the the car. Just modify the part, so in case we ever do go back to an OEM part, we just put it in, take it out, and don't have to do any more modifications to it. But right now I'm gonna take it out, make new holes on it, and then so the other bolts can go back in there how it used to be. All right guys, so quick update. I didn't do the new holes on it, mostly because it's getting dark, but this radiator is too tall, so it's hitting right here when I'm trying to close the hood. So I don't know if we're gonna keep this radiator, to be honest, but for now I'm gonna leave everything how it is. I will do the new holes on it later. We're gonna see if we're gonna keep it after we fix this right here. So if y'all remember, we had the blue hood over here and blue fenders. Well, we came to find out when we started taking everything apart that something had fallen on this area right here on the outside, right? So whenever we try to close this hood, we have this huge gap that's not aligned right here. See, this one isn't that bad, but it's still pretty bad. But we have to basically raise this metal part up, but we have to heat it up so it can bend. So we're gonna do that first before we find out if we have to go back to the original radiator. But for now, we're just gonna leave it. I'm gonna probably drill some holes here, show you right underneath it, because this hole, yeah, so this hole here will line up right underneath this rivet. So we'll drill a hole here and then put a nut and a bolt on it on each side. But for today, that's it. Today I found out that having a car sitting is probably one of the worst things you could do, because we had changed out all the injectors, tightened up all the hoses and everything, and now we have I think 3 hoses that are leaking, and we have that leaking hose in the back. So once this car is road ready, we're probably going to drive it daily, just so all these other problems can come up, and we'll fix them later on. Definitely tires and suspension is the next thing we're going to do, but stay tuned for that later on. All right.